Hello buddy, it's Bendominator and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we have a bunch of brand new Fortnite concept art that has been revealed to us from past seasons, and I think it's really interesting because there's a lot of ideas that they didn't use here, and there's a lot of concepts that they did use, but I think it's just interesting to look at this concept art and see what could have been. So yeah, in today's video, we're going to be going through a bunch of this concept art, and I'm just going to kind of be giving my thoughts on it. I think it's going to be really interesting. So before we get in the video, if you guys do end up enjoying the content, be sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new because I make videos like this all the time, and you can also use my supporter creator code Bendominator in the Fortnite item shop #ad. Let's go ahead and get right into the video. So first up, we have some really interesting concept art of the sanctuary. So it looks like there was supposed to kind of be an underground area to the sanctuary. A lot of this does look very familiar, but you can see kind of these underground sections look really cool, and it would have been awesome to see these in game. You also have these weird like spheres that are being like charged up. I'm not really sure what these would have been representing, but they do look really cool. And yeah, this is just really neat. I kind of wish we had this in the game. I think this would have been offered for some really cool fights just in these underground areas, and overall it just looks really cool. You also have this really cool kind of runes design here with the foundation and everything. I think this is really cool. I think this would have been a cool landmark to see in game as well. One of my favorite pieces of art is this abandoned cargo ship. This would have been such a phenomenal POI on this map. I think that would have been a lot of fun to explore, and it just looks really cool. It looks like it kind of would have been near the sanctuary, and I hope they revisit this idea in the future because I think this would be an amazing POI to kind of revisit. I really liked boat POIs like the yacht and stuff like that, so I think this would be a lot of fun as well, and I think it's just a really cool idea for a POI. So next up, we got some kind of concept art for the Spire, and I think this pretty much looks nearly identical to how it looked in game. Of course, it does look like there's a lot more buildings there, but this is pretty much how they ended up making the Spire look in game. And yeah, overall I think it turned out looking really good in game, and it looks really great in these concept art images. We also got some unused props from the invasion season. I think these look really cool. Would have been interesting to have some kind of like alien kitchens and stuff like that. I think that's really neat. And then we also have some concept art of the inside of the abductor, and I think this looks really cool. I mean, it's pretty much exactly how it ended up being in game, but it does look really cool to see here. It's just really interesting to look at like these old concepts and kind of how they plan their ideas. So now we have some season 5 concepts, and this is something that I really would have loved to see in game, and I honestly think that these concepts look much better than what we actually ended up getting. Season 5 was great and all, but this just would have been so much cooler, and I wonder if they had more development time with the season if it would have ended up looking more like this. You have a lot more stuff jam-packed into this area, a lot more kind of references and buildings and all that kind of stuff. You got the yacht, which is really cool, Tomato Head, Durburger, all that kind of stuff, and it's interesting how the sand kind of like turns to ice or like crystals. I think that's really neat. I personally think that like the tan to blue color scheme works a lot better than the tan and purple color scheme that we got. And you've got like these blue purplish rivers. It just looks really neat, and I kind of wish that we ended up getting something more like this in the final version. We also got some concepts of Colossal Coliseum, though it looks pretty much identical to how it ended up in game. Honestly, great looking POI. Now this one's really interesting. You got some season 4 concepts here, and it looks like this area with kind of like the broken down robots and stuff was supposed to be a much larger area. I don't really know how this would have worked on the original map, so I understand why they didn't really make something as grand as this, but it does look super cool when it comes to the art. Now you got some Season 3 concepts, which I absolutely adore these. I love the aesthetic of Chapter 2 Season 3, and these concept arts just look so good. And I'm so happy that they pretty much went with exactly how this concept art looks. Like, they fulfilled their vision of what they wanted the season to look like, and I'm so glad that they did, because this concept art just looks amazing. Now what's really interesting is we have some concepts for the Art Deco galleries, which is really cool because, you know, this is one of those creative exclusive things that you don't really see often. You don't really see often that we get like creative exclusive prefabs and galleries. So I wonder if this was something that was meant to be in BR, and maybe they had like all the assets made for it, but they didn't really end up turning it into a season, so they just put it in creative or something like that. I'm not exactly sure if that's what happened, but that's kind of the idea that I get from this, but again, that's all just speculation. But yeah, that's all the concept art I wanted to cover in today's video. If you guys want to see the entire library, then there is a link to the ArtStation page in the description of this video. I honestly am so happy that these got released. I think a lot of them look phenomenal. they're just great pieces of art, and it's really interesting to see how the seasons have changed since their initial concepts. And I'm sure there was concepts before these as well, and it would be really cool if we could see the even earlier concepts too one day. But anyway guys, that's about gonna do it for this video. What do you guys think about these concepts? Leave a comment in the comment section below. If you guys liked it, be sure to give a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, because I make videos like this all the time, and you can also use my supporter creator code Bendominator in the Fortnite item shop #ad. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Have a great rest of your day, and goodbye.